We'll begin with opening remarks from Coach Beck, and then we will take questions for both Coach and the student athletes. Coach?
Thank you. Obviously, it's always an honor and a joy to be here representing Coastal Carolina and getting ready for our upcoming season. It's been quite a year. Had a lot of transition through the off season, heading into this season, right? And I've learned a lot and learning how to navigate through all the times. I do want to give a shout out. Part of our transition, new President Weinbrake, and our athletic director, Chance Miller, and our senior deputy athletic director, Andy Humes, just really for all they've done and giving us the opportunity to provide to our student athletes, to give us the tools that we need to get Coastal Carolina back to the winning of conference championships. And that's been the goal, right? The goal for us has been one goal, is to get us back to what we're used to and accustomed to, which is winning conference championships. And I like the pieces that are in place right now, and I think we've worked extremely hard. We have a new indoor facility that we've been able to use and get into. We are resurfacing, returfing our teal turf in Brooks Stadium. We were fortunate enough to hire a general manager in Scott Aligo to be able to help in this ever transitioning world of college football, and we're the first school to be able to do that in our conference, which allows me to do what I do, and I do well, is coach football. And you know, all the places that I've been, I've always won, and this will be no different. You know, we are excited about where we're at right now with our players, and we transitioned, had some new coaching staff changes. Drew Hollingshead came in as our offensive coordinator, Jeremiah Johnson, our defensive coordinator, and brought in some new staff to support them. And the energy, the vision, the excitement has caught wildfire, right from our administration all the way down to our coaches and down to our players. And it's been a tremendous, tremendous off season so far. Our culture is different. And it's kind of hard to explain, to stand up here and tell you that it's different, but it is different. The accountability, the toughness. This is a gritty football team. I believe in this team. I'm very proud of this team so far. I know we haven't done anything yet, but I just love where we're at right now. I do. I think we have talent. I think we have speed. I think we have playmakers. We're tough, and we're a gritty football team. And we learned a lot. You know, it's interesting watching Kevin Snow and our baseball program go to the College World Series and watch them and the grittiness that their team and played with. But the biggest thing I took away was the Chants didn't beat the Chants, right? You have to make teams beat them, and that's part of the accountability process that we've put our football team through this off season. And again, with the support of the administration, to be able to get the players in that we needed, keep guys like Nick Del Grande, Shane Bruce, the core pieces of the culture of Coastal Carolina here at Coastal Carolina, to be able to help teach the new players coming in what Coastal Carolina is all about, what the expectations are, which is championships. So I'm very excited about it. We got two great young men up here, great leaders. And at this time, I'll open it up for any questions that you may have.
We'll now open the floor to questions. If any of you in the room do have questions, please raise your hand. We'll have a microphone brought to you. And for those of you watching us on Zoom, please type your questions into the chat, and we'll read them here in the room.
Coach, Emmanuel Peppers with the Sunbelt Conference. Just wanted to get you to talk about, you talked about the transition, the quarterback room. It's a new quarterback room for you guys this year. Just talk about what that competition's been like and what you've seen that you've really been pleased about with their progress in the offseason.
Okay, yeah, very excited about our quarterback prospects. Right now, you know, I had a few local teams in our interview process this morning ask who the starter is. That's to be determined, so I could kind of put that to rest. And no, Grayson McCall does not have any more eligibility, so I cannot pull him off the coaching staff and put him out there. But I will say this, I'm very excited about our group. MJ Morris is a young man who transferred in from the University of Maryland. I was very fortunate. I recruited MJ at North Carolina State when I was offensive coordinator and actually coached him for one season. Emmett Brown is another candidate. Emmett is from San Jose State, who transferred in. Bright young talent. Samari Collier is from Hutchinson Junior College. He won 2 straight national championships as a starting quarterback there. Tad Hudson, who's from University of North Carolina, he's the lone returning player in our quarterback room from a season ago, and his development continues to increase. And John Hunt is a freshman. So those 5 individuals, they've worked extremely hard. Very talented group, great leaders, every single one of them in their own way, but they're tough. Like, the thing that stands out to me the most is the grit and the toughness that they show every single day, right? And the intestinal fortitude and the drive that they have to be the best. And so it's a different room. Haven't had that maybe strong of a leadership in a while. Grayson is one of the guys, and Grayson has helped certainly with Drew and Caden Malone, our other analysts, to be able to guide and to teach these guys what it takes to play quarterback at this level.
We got a Zoom question first for Coach Beck. This is from Alan Blondin. Coach, will new offensive coordinator Drew Hollingshead handle 100% of the play calling duties, and how much of an input would you say you'll have in the offense?
Yes, he'll have 100% play calling duties, and for me, again, I'm managing the team as much as I possibly can. It's, again, part of things I've learned, right? You keep hearing guys can do it, and navigating through these times of college football, you start to realize, like, it's hard to do that. The relationship piece is still real, right? Obviously, there's NIL and rev share and things of that nature, but also relationship is still important. And knowing the heartbeat of your football team and the pulse of what to do and when to do it is still really important, and that's the job of the head coach.
What do you want to talk about?
Yes, he will have full duties, and I'll stay out of the way.
And along those same lines, for Nick, how's been the transition with the new offensive coordinator?
Yeah, I mean, the transition's been awesome. Coach Drew is great. He loves football. He loves players, and he loves culture. And I think it's been an awesome transition. This offense is going to be great, and I'm just excited to get started next season.
I have another Zoom question from Alan Blondin. This is for Shane. Having been in the program since Coach Beck's arrival, how would you say the defense will be different than it's been over the past 2 years in terms of approach and execution?
Yeah, I think we'll be able to play very fast this year. We're going to be physical, and we're going to play with an edge. Coach JJ has done a great job of getting us to buy into the defensive culture, and he's getting the best out of us every day. And that's what you can look forward to this season.
Any questions in the room? We have another. Here we go. Sorry.
Yeah, Coach, just wanted to ask you about, you brought in Malcolm Gilly, who was a great returner at Ball State last year. Just talk about what he could add, not only in that element, but what you look for him to add offensively for you guys.
Yeah, Malcolm, first of all, is an incredible young man and has come in. You know, the thing that and probably impresses me about Malcolm, but really a lot of the guys in our recruitment, is the intentionality. Like, every day there's strong intention of what we're trying to get accomplished. There's a lot going on in these young men's world, and I ask for that 2 hours, hour and a half, 3 hours, or whatever that is. It's about football. Like, just give everything you got for each other and for football as much as you possibly can, and the rest of that stuff will all take care of itself. And that's what Malcolm's done. Malcolm's come in, he's very intentional about what he wants to do. He wants to have a great career as a wide receiver on top of being an exceptional returner. And we couldn't be more happy. His leadership, he handles himself like a professional every day, and it's caught wildfire within that room. And I'm so glad that he's here, a part of the Chanticleers.
Got another Zoom question from Dominic Cressetto of the Sunbelt Syndicate. Coach, what does it mean, you touched on this earlier, especially since you were in Omaha, to have baseball help shine further light on Coastal as a whole and bring more eyes to your football program as well?
Yeah, I think the things that Kevin Schnall did and the baseball staff and the baseball program did for the whole university goes without saying, right? And it's just how they did it, right? Every single day they went out there and they just did their job. They performed well. A lot of unselfish players. There wasn't, a 50 home run guy, and they just went out there and found ways to win. They were gritty and they were tough and they believed in each other and they hung together and they fought. And some days were good and some days weren't good. And that's the same thing that the approach that we're taking. But it was a great example for our young men, number one, for them to be able to see, hey, if they can do it, we can do it. And I think the second thing was, and Shane brought this up earlier, was how close our team got because of, like, we would get together away from football and watch them play. So whether, I know Shane talked about the D-line or O-line going to the house and watching the game, and so they started building those relationships away from the locker room and away from the field as well, because we had a common bond in terms of watching the games.
And welcome into our Sunbelt Studios. Time now to talk with the Appalachian State Mountaineers, their first